Now, the next thing that we're watching for is the rapture. And we're not really watching for it. It's just going to happen all of a sudden. And it's a signless event, which means it could happen at any moment. It's imminent. There's no prophecy that has to be fulfilled before the rapture of the church. Now, I do want to tell you that the rapture is quite distinct from the second coming of Christ. The rapture is before the tribulation. The second coming is after the tribulation. At the rapture, Christ meets believers in the air, and then he takes them back to heaven. Do you remember John 14? Jesus says, I go to prepare a place for you, so I'm going to come back and get you and take you back there. It's John 14, verses 1-3. But at the second coming, Christ brings the believers with him straight to the earth. You see, so it's two different kinds of things. At the rapture, Christ comes for the saints, whereas at the second coming, he returns with the saints. No signs precede the rapture, but many signs recorded throughout the entire book of Revelation precede the second coming. That's amazing to me that I come across people, particularly in the partial preterist camp, who say, rapture is foreign to the pages of the Bible. It's nowhere to be found there. I don't think that's correct. In fact, actually, we see multiple raptures taking place in the Bible. Do you remember Enoch in Genesis 5? He was caught up to be with the Lord. Do you remember Elijah in 2 Kings 2? He was caught up to be with the Lord. In Isaiah 6, Isaiah in a vision was caught up to God's throne room, where he saw all the seraphim angels hovering about God's throne. Jesus in Acts 1:11 ascended into heaven and was snatched up out of people's sight. Philip in Acts 8 was snatched away from the Ethiopian eunuch so that he could minister elsewhere. The rapture that you and I are looking for is in 1 Thessalonians 4. And I skipped one. Paul was caught up to heaven in 2 Corinthians chapter 12. And of course, the two witnesses will be raptured up in Revelation 11. The point is, there's multiple raptures that have taken place in biblical history, and there's still more to come. So this idea that the rapture is foreign to the pages of the Bible just doesn't hold water. We actually get the word rapture from the Latin translation of 1 Thessalonians 4:17, where it says that believers will be snatched off the earth. It's the word rapere.